Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we will learn how to build a bot using Microsoft Copilot. So please watch this video till the end so that you will understand it completely. And if you have not subscribed my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe it. So let's get started. To build this bot, first of all, we will create a solution. For that, I will click on New Solution, and then I will name this solution as Bookings. And then I will click on New Publisher. I will give the publisher name as Contoso. I will select it and paste it again in the name, and in the prefix I will paste it and make it as Contoso in small letter, and then I will click on Save. And now from the publisher I will choose Contoso. After this, I will click on Create. Now I will click on this Back to Solution. Now I will select the solution and then click on Set Preferred Solution, and then I will click on Apply. Now what I will do is I will click on Tables, then click on this drop down, and then click on Add Columns and Data. I will rename this table as Real Estate Property. I will click on Save. I will rename this column as Property Name. Then click on Update. Then click on New Column to add another column, and this time name this column as Asking Price, and select the data type as Currency. Again we will add another column and name it as Street. This time I will leave the data type as single line of text and click on Save. I will add one more column and name it as City. Data type is going to be single line of text and click on Save. And again I will add a column which will be named as Bedrooms. And this time I will choose the data type as Choice. Now under the label I will enter 1, and under the value also I will assign 1. Then I will click on New Choice, make it as 2. Here I will type 2. Then I will make it as 3. Here I will make it as 3, and then 4 and 5. And then click on Save. Now we will add one more column which will be named as Bathrooms, and the data type is going to be Choice, so I will select Choice. And then here again I'm going to give the value as 1 and 1. Then I will again choose 2 and 2 again, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5 again. And then I will click on Save. I will add one more column which will be named as Client. Data type is going to be Lookup, and in the related table I will choose as Contact. And then click on Save. And now I will click on Create. In the property name I will enter 111 000 high villas. Asking price is going to be 2,50,000. And then I will choose bathrooms, which will be 3. Bedrooms is going to be 2. City is going to be Redmond. I will click on edit. I will enter the street as Main Avenue. Select all the columns here and then click on save. I will leave the client field as empty. Now I will click on back. Now I will create bookings table. I will click on tables. Then click on new table, then add columns and data. I will rename the table name as booking request. Then click on save. Rename the column as booking name. Click on update. I will add one more column and name it as property. Data type will be lookup. And then I will give the table name as real estate. And then I will click on save. Add one more column and give the column name as viewer name. Click on save. Another column is going to be viewer email. Click on save. Another column is going to be booking date. Data type will be date time. Click on save. And data type is going to be plain text. Click on save and add another column which is going to be decision. Data type will be choice. And here we are going to give the value as undecided. Value is going to be 1, and then it is going to be accepted. Value is going to be 2, and then it is going to be declined. Value is going to be 3. And here we will choose the undecided as default value and click on save and then click on create. Booking request table has been created. Now we will work with Copilot Studio. I will click on create and then I will click on new Copilot. It will take few seconds to load the page. Now I will click on skip to configure. Here I will give the name as real estate booking service. I will give the description as create bookings for real estate properties. In the instruction, I will write create a Copilot for topics relating to creating bookings for real estate properties. You can see the language is English. I will click on this 3 dot and then I will click on edit advanced settings. And here I will choose the solution as bookings. Solution has been selected as bookings. Then I will click on save. Now I will click on create. Now here I will type how do I make a booking. Here you can see that we have got a response here. Now we will configure the security. I will click on settings, then go to security, then go to authentication, and from here I will choose no authentication, click on save, and again click on save, and then click on real estate booking service, and overview tab is selected here. Now we will learn how to remove the topics. I will click on topics. So here you can see that these are sample topics. If you want to remove, you can click on this three dot and then click on delete. These topics will be removed. To disable a system topic, you can just toggle this button and system topics will be disabled. Now if you want to test your Copilot on the website, you can click on this three dot and then you can click on go to website, and from here you can choose demo website. Now in the welcome message you can type what information is needed to book a viewing for a real estate property, and then click on save. So now I will click on publish, and again I will click on publish. After that you can close this window. In some time your Copilot bot will be published. Now your Copilot bot has been published. I will click on three dots and then click on go to demo website. Here you can see the name of the Copilot, which is real estate booking service. This is your welcome message, and now here you can interact with your bot saying that how do I make property booking. Your Copilot has responded. Here you can see the response from the bot. We are going to create a topic in Copilot. So I will click on topics. After that I will click on add a topic, and then from here I will choose create from description with Copilot. Now here I will give the name of the topic. So I will give the name of the topic as customer details. And create topic 2. Here I will specify as ask the customer for their name and email address, and then I will click on create, and after this click on save. Now here you can see that we have a node where it is saying that what is your email address. Now here you can see that we have edit with Copilot panel opened, and if you can see here it is asking what do you want to do. So here we will say that update the message in this question node to say thank you to the name variable from the previous node, and then proceed to ask the email address question, and then click on update, and then click on save. Now I will click on this empty space to make sure that no node is selected, and after that here I will type summarize the information collected in an adaptive card, and then click on update. And now here I will add a message action, and now I will click on add and choose adaptive card. Here this box opens. I will enter the adaptive card code here. Now here just select this body part and paste the code. and just remove this type adaptive code. Now click on close. Now I will click on Copilot icon to open edit with Copilot panel, and after this I will type add a new multiple choice question to prompt the user if the details are correct with two options, yes or no, and then click on update. Now here you can see that a new question node has been added where it is asking yes or no to confirm the details. I will click on save. Now we will configure the scope of the variables. For that I will click on variables. I will check these boxes and then I will click on save. Next I will click on topics and then I will click on add topic, then from blank now I will click on details. In the name field I will enter book a real estate showing. In the display name I will enter book. In the description I will enter select the property and requested date and create a booking request. Click on save and then click on details to hide this page. After this we will add a trigger phrase. Then I will click on edit and here I will start typing the trigger. I will write I want to book a real estate showing. Enter. Schedule a real estate showing. Enter. Next is arrange the viewing for a real estate property and hit enter. Set up an appointment to view a house, and the last, plan a property viewing. Hit enter and then click on save. Now we will add a message node. I will click on this plus icon and then send a message. In the message I have written I can help you with booking a real estate property showing, and then click on save. Now here I will add a topic management node. So I will go to topic management, go to another topic, and then from here choose customer details. After this I will click on plus icon and then I will add a condition, and here I will choose the variable as details correct, and the value which I will give is yes, right, and then I will click on save. After this I will click on this plus icon and then I will choose ask a question, and here in the question I will specify which property do you want to see. Which property do you want to see is the question. In the identify I will choose user's entire response. In the variable I will specify the variable name as property name, and then click on save. Again I will add a question, and here I will specify what date and time do you want to see the property. In the identify I will choose date and time, and I will give the variable name as date time, and then I will click on save. Now we will test our bot. I will refresh this, and then I will click on this three dot and then enable this track between topics, and here I will type I want to book a real estate showing. And then I will hit enter. Now it is asking me to enter the name. I will enter John. What is the email? I will enter john@gmail. Now it is asking, are the details correct? I will say yes. Now it is saying which property details you want to see. Then I will enter 555 Oak Lane, Denver, CO 80203. And now it is asking what date and time do you want to see the property. I will say tomorrow 10 AM. Now we will use entities to improve the Copilot. Microsoft Copilot Studio uses entities to understand user intent. There are many pre-built entities included for commonly used information. And you can create custom entities for your specific purpose. If you want to see the pre-built entities, you can click on Settings and then click on Entities. These are pre-built entities. Now I will create an entity. I will click on Add an entity, New entity, and here I will choose Closed list. In the name, I will specify property type, and here I will enter apartment, and then condominium, and then duplex, and then I will click on this plus synonyms. Here I will enter flat, and then here I will click on plus and type single family home, and here I will type townhouse. Click on done. And for duplex, here I will type single family home. And then click on done. Click on save, and then click on close. Again, create a new entity. I will click on add an entity, new entity. Then here I will choose regular expression. I will give the entity as number of bedrooms. And in the pattern, I will type 1 to 5. Click on save, and then click on close. Now we will use the entities. Now I will click on topics, and then from here I will click on book real estate showing topic. Now here we will add ask a question node. In the question, I will type what type of property do you want to see. Here I will click on identify, and here I will choose property type. Then I will click on select options for user. I will select these options here. And in the variable, I will specify property type. I will add another ask a question node. This time I will enter how many bedrooms do you need. In the identify, I will choose number of bedrooms. And here I will specify the variable name as number of bedrooms, and then click on save. Now I will click on actions, and then I will click on add an action. I will click on flow, and then I will choose create a new flow. Now here I will enter get property as the flow name. And then here I will add an input variable. I will choose the type as text. Variable name is going to be bedrooms. Now here I will click on plus icon, then add an action. Here I will type data words. Now from here I will choose list rows. Now I will click on sign in to sign into the connector. Here I will choose the table name as real estate properties, and then here I will click on show all. In the filter rows I will enter _bedrooms equals and here I will specify the variable name. I will choose this variable, which is bedrooms. Now here I will click on add an output and then text, and here I will enter property ID, and here I will enter the expression as this, and then I will enter it. Then again I will click on add an output. This time I will enter the name as property name, and then I will enter the expression here. I will enter this expression to get the property name. Then click on settings. Make sure that asynchronous response is off, and then click on save draft, and then click on publish. We'll close Power Automate tab, and then I will click on refresh. Now from here I will choose get property, and then click on next, and again click on next, and then click on finish. Now I will click on topics tab. From here I will choose book a real estate showing. Now after this question, which is how many bedrooms do you need, I will click on plus. Now here I will click on call an action, and then from here I will choose get property. Here I will choose number of bedrooms as the variable, and now I will delete this action, which is which property do you want to see. Now I will click on this plus icon, send a message. In the message field I will type property, and here I will enter the variable, which is property name, and then click on save and publish. Now we will create a Power Automate flow to make a booking. So first of all, I will click on actions, and then I will click on add an action, and now here I will click on create a new flow. I will give a name to this flow. I will name it as create booking request. After that I will click on run a flow from Copilot, and then I will click on add an input, click on text, and here I will give the name as property ID, and here I will enter property. I will add one more input variable, click on text, and this time I will give the name as viewer name, and here I will give viewer name. Again I will click on add an input text, this time viewer email, and here I will give viewer email with a space. After this I will click on add an action. Now from here I will search for data words. Here I will click on add a new row, and here I will search for booking request table. And then I will click on show all. In the booking name I will specify Copilot booking, and here I will enter show booking requests, and here I will choose property ID. Here I will choose viewer name, and in viewer email I will use viewer email, and then I will click on respond to Copilot, and then select settings, ensure that asynchronous response is off, then click on save draft, and then click on publish. Now I will close this tab, and now I will click on refresh. From here I will choose create booking request, and then click on next. Again click on next, and then click on finish. Now I will click on topics. From here I will choose book a real estate showing. Now here, after calling this get property flow, I will click on this plus icon, and then I will go to call an action, and then from here I will choose create booking request. Now here I will populate the values, which is property ID, viewer name is going to be the name, and viewer email is going to be email address, right? And then I will click on plus topic management and end of conversation, which means after entering the values in the table, it will end the conversation. I will click on save. There is a slight change in customer details topic. So here, where we were using the adaptive card to display the information, we will use a normal message node to display the name and email address, right? So you can delete this action. After that you can add a message node, and in that you can display the value like this. Okay, now since we have added create booking request flow in the topic, now I will click on publish and click on publish again. Once the Copilot has been published, I will go to this three dot and make sure that track between topics is enabled. After that I will reset this, and now I will test it. I will write I want to book a real estate showing. Hit enter. I will give the name, email address, here we have got the summary, and then I will click on yes. Date and time it is asking, I will say tomorrow 10 AM. Then I will choose apartment. I will say 2 bedrooms. Now here you can see that create booking request has been executed successfully. Now I will check the table where this entry has been made. Now in Power Apps portal, I will click on tables and then click on all. Now I will search for the table. Now I will click on booking request. I will click on edit. And here you can see that an entry has been made into the table with the viewer name as John, email address is john@gmail. And here you can see that decision is undecided. So this is how you can build a bot using Microsoft Copilot Studio. If you like this video, please click on the like button and please subscribe my YouTube channel. And if you have any question, please post it in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.